Okay, welcome to the tutorial where I'm going to teach you how to play Piano Man by Billy Joel. This is what we're learning today. And to give you a little bit of motivation, if I were to add rhythm to this and maybe some soloing ideas, the song might transform into something like this. And the awesome thing is you're going to be able to learn the basic form of the song here today. And what I've done for people enrolled in my paid courses is I've put together a list of 15 songs. Here's a list. And they helped me come up with that list of 15 songs. There's over 500 people in the private student Facebook group that said, hey, we would love to learn those songs. And so that's the list. So this is such a great way for my paid members to learn piano. They get awesome songs that they love, the basic form of the song, and then they learn how to condense theory into patterns from my courses and then how to apply it to songs to take it from basic to the next level. So if that sounds interesting to you, check out my paid content up here and let's jump into things. So let's work through the left hand first. It's pretty straightforward. We're in the key of C major. Okay, so C major. So the first chord on this A section is going to be a C chord. And the way that I'd like you to play it is with your root and then your fifth. And a good way to play your fifth interval is actually with your 2 finger instead of your thumb. The reason that I suggest this is so that you can leave your thumb open for rhythms over here. So you see how I was kind of doing that type of stuff with my thumb. So make sure you're playing with a 5 and a 2 finger. I usually call it the horns. Okay, that's the first chord. So sing us a song, you're the piano man. Okay, so the second chord is just your bottom note opening up to this G. This is a G over B chord. But just memorize what I'm doing in the left hand. I'll call out the chords, but just memorize the left hand. So you go from C, you're the piano man, to then an A minor in the left hand. Okay, so A and E. And then, so it goes G and then to F. Sing us a song. Okay, so there, I'll go slowly one more time from the A minor. Okay, then you go to a G. So what you can do when you're moving through these 3 chords is just freeze your fingers. Okay, frozen fingers. Look, if you pick up your hand, move your hand around. Notice how my fingers aren't moving. So here, and then frozen fingers move down to a G and then to an F. Sing us a song. So on this F chord, we're doing that movement again where your bottom note opens up, but this stays the same. So notice how this top note doesn't change. And then it goes to a D major there, so D and A, and then G. Okay, so one more time through that section. Watch my left hand. My right hand is going to play the melody line, but really we're still going to focus on the left hand, okay? So okay, so left hand one more time slowly. Here, you open up the bottom. You're the piano man. And then frozen fingers, just move it down to the F. Sing us a song, bottom note opens up to the D, and then the G. Okay, so master that. That's the left hand. And then what the left hand will do the second round is the exact same thing, except once you get down to here, you stop and do a little switch up. So it goes the second time around. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum dum. So this is the second time around on the left hand. Okay, I'll do it one more time slowly. So it's the same exact thing as the intro, just watch what happens when I get to my F chord. Okay, here F chord, and then we're gonna go back up to the G. Up on the piano means to the right. And then from the G, then we go down to the C. Okay, so with the right hand playing, I'm gonna play through that whole section so you have that down. Okay, so the left hand goes. Watch my left hand. The switch up. Okay, so rewind that section if you need to memorize the left hand. When you're learning piano, it is very, very important that you learn things separately. So learn the left hand first, then the right hand. So with the right hand, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to hum along as you're learning this melody line and memorizing it. So the first phrase goes like this. I'll play with the left hand, but we're working now on the right hand. So watch my right hand over here. So sing us a song, you're the piano man. Okay, so let's just work on that. So your 5 fingers are going to take residence right here. They each have a home. Okay? So sing us a song, you're the piano man. And what I've recognized over the years of teaching is that people that successfully learn how to play songs are able to sing them first. So what you might want to tackle is tackle just the first phrase here of this melody line. So sing us a song, you're the piano man. Okay? And if you can't sing, just do doo-doos. So do 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 do. Okay? So once you're able to then produce that phrase with your mouth, then you try it with your fingers. So sing us a song, you're the piano man. So notice the notes that I'm using here. I'll go slowly one more time for this phrase and we'll move on. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Okay? So that's the first phrase. And then your thumb is going to move to the A. Sing us a song tonight. So one more time. Okay. Now, I'll teach you how to put the hands together. Don't worry. We're just learning hands separate tonight. Okay. Then it goes back up for this. Do-do-do. Because we're all in the mood for a melody. Same exact phrase. Do-do-do-do-do. Same exact phrase, except that the last part changes. It goes doo-doo. So notice one thing about this melody line is that it's staying pretty centralized from where your hand position is. You're not doing any big jumps here. Everything's in the kind of general vicinity of your notes here. So you kind of have these two positions, da 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 dum, and then here, and then the second time. And then the third, the part after that goes. Okay, so now hands together. So sing us a song. So it's pretty straightforward how the hands are coming in together. This is not always the case with songs. So just keep track of when the hands come in together or not for other songs. But here it's together. So sing us a song. Sing us a song. Okay, so just practice that. Sing us a song, you're the piano. So when you go to this A minor here, you have an F. And you do that movement. So. So practice that first. Everything that you're doing is hand separate, get the brain involved with singing, put hands together, and then learn in increments. That's how I'm teaching this to you, so that you can learn to play this in 20 minutes or less. Okay, so the first increment. Okay, then what the left hand does is it hits the G all by itself. And then we come in together here. Sing us a song. So sing us a song. Now on this D here, if you can, hit the chord. This D major. And then hit the chord G here, if you're an intermediate player. So from the top. Left hand alone there, and then the chord. Okay, now the second time around does the same exact thing, except remember when you get down to F, you switch it up. Now watch my right hand. So when you go to the G, you go to this F here. So from Okay, so that's the basic form of the song. Now we're going to jump into this section. And then you can go back into it. Again, remember, if you want to take your basic skills to the next level, join the private student Facebook group by enrolling in my paid content first, and then you'll have all these extra stuff, and you'll learn how to apply the concepts in my courses to this song and the other 14 songs on the list. Let's jump into the bridge here. So, okay, so what's happening here, the left hand is going to do an A minor with a root and fifth. Remember, I talked about the horns. And then if you can, open up your bottom note, and then for most of you, you're probably going to actually have to play with your thumb here. This is staying the same the whole time. Then you go to this F sharp, so you go all the way from here, here, and then to this, except when you get to the F, let's go ahead and drop the thumb and add the fifth. Okay, so it's going to go like this. Da, 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 da. And then it repeats da 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 dum, da 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 dum. That's pretty easy. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to da dum dum dum. Okay, so one more time on that part. It's gonna go G, freeze your fingers, F, E minor, and then G. Sorry that my dogs are barking. They probably hear someone. Okay, so one more time. G, F, E minor, and then to the G, and then da, 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 and then so forth. Okay, so that's the left hand. One more time through the left hand on the bridge, and then we'll close out the tutorial. So da, da. Notice how I'm singing through this. You should be singing as you're learning your left hand, so mastering the phrases. Da 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 da. Da dum, da da dum dum, and so forth. Okay, so now the left hand is pretty straightforward. I'm sorry. Now the right hand is pretty straightforward. So sing. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we're just kind of staying on this A, da 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 dum, and then these three notes. So. Okay. So with the left hand, so if you want to line things up properly, this F sharp and E come in on the B. So watch this very carefully with the hands together. So this is pretty straightforward and easy. And then da 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 dum. See when I hit this? So da 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 on the way down on that B. And then the F comes in alone. So one more time, hands together. F alone, and then again. And then it's going to go to a G, G, and then F, E minor. So the hands are basically doing the same thing, moving linearly together. So 1 to the F, and then to the E, and then the right hand goes to a D. Okay, so one more time, that last part. So da, dum, da, dum, and then back to the top. Do, 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 do. Okay, so if you want to learn how to play, you know, the intro, and then learn how to play all that, that's going to be in the exclusive Facebook group. Make sure to master the basics first before you try to take things to the next level. I hope this tutorial was helpful, guys. As always, feel free to subscribe if you want to learn how to play piano freely. If you want to learn how to improv, I have lots of tutorials like this along with free content that will show you kind of the tip of the iceberg of my courses and how I take patterns and how I take theory and then use it to play freely. Thanks for watching, guys.
Okay, you made it to the end. 1 in every 4 of my viewers clicks right there to learn how to play like me. As always, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos. You can click on my beautiful face right there if you'd like. And your next video's right here.